is up, YouTube? I am Nintendo Man 64, bringing you another playthrough of another game. Not too long ago, we hit 3,000 subscribers, and you know what that means. It was time for a mystery box Let's Play. In case you didn't know, I put the list of every single video game I have that I haven't already Let's Played into a hat, shuffled up the hat, and picked out a card. That name ended up being an odd choice for the one. Rugrats Studio Tour for the PlayStation 1. A very odd choice, but you know what? A game that really holds quite well with me. Rugrats Studio Tour, in case you don't know, is a sort of a mix between Mario Party and your average early Nickelodeon game, as the graphics aren't that good, but the gameplay is unique and different. There's a ton of different things you can be doing with this game, and I'm going to be showing you as much as I can because this is going to be an in-depth Let's Play and our first brand new Let's Play since the spring of 2018, unless you count the action replay of Heart Gold. But nevertheless, here we are, playing on the PlayStation. I'm playing on the PlayStation 2. As you saw, there's no memory card. If you guys thought the graphics in Nicktoons Unite were bad, my God, you have seen nothing yet. Commence!
Welcome to the Gigantomongous Studio Tour, everyone! Home of Gigantomongous fun! My name is Larry, and I'll be your guide today. On your left is our prop storage area. It's totally cool! But we're not going there till later on in the tour. On your right is the hot set area, filled with huge movie stars shooting exciting new blockbuster films. We'll be going there in a few minutes.
I feel like we're on a hot set now. It must be 100 degrees out here.
You call this hot? Back in my day, it wasn't hot unless you were on fire.
Pop, back in your day, they didn't have fire.
Shush, you two. This is fascinating. Stars eat here.
And imitation meat products, all at prices tailored to meet the movie star's budget. Limited edition.
This is the best studio tour I ever been on.
Me too.
You babies must be people. I'm mountain out here. And this guy wants to take us into a hot set where it's gonna be even hotter?
Angelica, I don't think hot sets are really hot.
Oh, sure. And the moon isn't made out of cheese. I'm going to the place he said was totally cool.
Good idea.
Yeah. Follow us. Come on, Dilly. Mommy wouldn't like it if you melted.
It's gonna be a long day.
I don't think that's such a good idea. That guy said that we were going there later, not now. And if we go now, maybe there'll be monsters in there. I don't do well with monsters. And then, guys, wait up for me!
Sorry about that. Well, at the very least, they got the original cast in, which is fantastic.
Hollywood does things
Now,
big. Really big.
now that they do have the original cast, if you want to learn how to play the game, it's pretty straightforward. Use the directional pad, or if you're on the PS2, you can use the control sticks to move around, move forward, left, right. X is the jump button. Square is the walk button, which means you can just walk forward while holding the square button, and you'll walk instead of run. The circle button is the grab button, so you would go down when you have to grab something or pick up something. And the triangle button is the action button, depending on each game you play. The R1 buttons are to look up and down, look left and right, yada yada yada. They'll be very disturbed. One thing they're good at with this game is they're very descriptive when it comes to
Look, guys, I'm making scary monsters.
Oh, I love you, Chucky.
Let's play.
They're very descriptive when it comes to the mini games, so at least we'll be able to see things with that.
Oh, fair, you funded me. Press up or down to make the sound louder or softer.
Oh my god, I love I love the dialogue they've given to these characters. Oh my god. Nostalgia City here. I grew up with the Rugrats, and not like, oh well, you were like there for when they were doing reruns. No. Like, I was 4 when the Rugrats movie came out, and I watched it in movie theaters, okay? That's how old I am. I saw the Rugrats movie in theaters the same year I saw Bug's Life, Mulan, and The Prince of Egypt. But I digress. This is the multiplayer section where you can play a multitude of the minigames. I don't believe you have to unlock them, so if you do have multiple players with you, you can do a majority of multiplayer-based games, such as racing, mini-golf, and all that jazz. Controller settings, load game, which we can't do because I don't have a memory card. So, without further ado, I think it's safe to say that it's time for us to begin.
No, Dill!
Oh, god damn it, Dill!
I knew it! We should have stayed on that hot old studio tour, but no! You guys had to go on some big adventure, and now we're in big trouble!
Fencer, if I could find you, Oh! Hey, you guys, I think I see a nightlife. Follow me!
But I think I'll just stay here, all alone, in the dark. Am I kidding? Here we go again!
Hey, who's in here? I have a walkie-talkie. Sorry, little guys. You can't go into the top-secret filming area. I have the only keys to the high-tech Space Sage security door, which is open. Oops.
Mine!
Ah! My keys!
Oh, great.
Double oops. Great. Now I gotta find the other keys, unlock this door, and rescue that kid. So much for a long lunch.
Yay!
Come on, you guys. We got to search this whole studio to find the rest of those keys and rescue that kid. I mean Dill. Once we got a key, it goes in that locky thing. Let's go!
Well, thankfully I don't have to really spout out anything. That summed it up about as well as you possibly could. In order to save Dill, you have to get the keys, and in order to get the keys, you have to participate in the minigame events in each of the 4 main worlds. You have Captain Cookies with Angelica, Lazy Saddles with Susie, Exit with that guy, but he doesn't count, Outside Space with Chucky.
Scary, but who wants to trade?
Mommy's gonna notice Dill's
There's the
gun
keys to
gonna
get to the final area, and then of course Diapies of Thunder with Phil and Lil. But we have to start with one person, and I gotta be honest with you, may as well be Angelica, so we can get her out of the way quickly.
I got you, babies! Let's set sail!
It's showtime, babies!
Arr! Ahoy, matey! You're latey! The Captain Cookie's crew is ready to set sail! Go through yonder doors and choose a set to start filming. See you on the set, landlubber!
Each stage is built like what you're supposed to be doing. Since Angelica has the pirate-themed one, she will be doing she has the pirate-themed levels and areas and all that. Susie's will be based off of the Old West, Chucky's will be based off of sci-fi, and Phil and Lil's will be based off of racing.
Hurry up, matey.
Now, there are a ton of minigames in each area for you to participate in. Some are short, some are very long. So it all depends on which ones you get to. Unfortunately, Angelica has some of the longest ones, so I think we should tackle her first. So let's start with, I believe this is the treasure hunt one. So let's see.
For the X, where I'll tell you some treasure hunting secrets. Treasure
Yes,
hunting's
it
a
is.
pirate's favorite sport, aside from golf. All you swabbies have to do is find the 4 blue treasure chests and press the triangle button.
I'm gonna-
Inside are the keys which open the hidden pirate treasure chest at the end of each level. Keep a lookout for scallywags and varmints that might take your keys away. Arr!
Once again, pretty straightforward. I don't have to explain anything. Thank you, Rugrats Studio Tour. You do something better than Mario Party does.
In, matey.
Now, I must confess, as we start the game properly with Treasure Hunt Scene 1, I believe there are 3 or 4 in total. I think 4. But
Ready? Lights, camera.
I love this intro. I love that intro to every level in this game. But getting back to what I was saying, I have to admit something. Because I don't have a regular PlayStation, I can only play through this game in one sitting. Meaning I'm going to be playing through this whole game in, like I said, oh cool, secret Reptar bars. Nice. I'll explain what Reptar bars do in a minute, but I want to get to the point of what I'm trying to say. I can only do this game in one sitting, meaning if something happens and like my PlayStation 2 dies, like it did in Nicktoons Unite, I honestly would have to start the game from scratch all over again. So here's hoping that the game actually likes to cooperate with me. And speaking of cooperating, here's a treasure chest. Reptar bars. These are collectible items you can get, and with every 50 Reptar bars you collect, you get another key. So if you're not a particular fan of certain minigames, I will admit there is one in Susie's world that I can't do for the life of me. I think it's total bullshit, but we're not going to worry about Susie's level right now because we're in Angelica's one. You can collect Reptar bars. There are the regular ones that count for 1. And then there are colored Reptar bars. I think they're pink. And they are basically just a multitude of them. Like, it can be anything from, like, 3 or 4 to, like, 20 I've seen before, so. But one thing you will notice, there are a couple of things you'll notice about this game. One is that the camera is absolutely awful. Like, granted, it is a PS1 camera, so you would expect it to be bad, but considering Spyro and the Crash Bandicoot games are on the original PS1, you'd think they would have given at least somewhat of a damn toward the camera, but evidently not. Stupid crab. Alright, now I gotta go find another key. Yay! Oh, whatever. Okay, but yeah, one thing you will notice is that A, the camera is terrible, almost as bad as the graphics. Not the worst camera for a PlayStation game that I've played. That honor has to go to Simba's Mighty Adventure, and don't worry, we will get to that abomination eventually. I do own it. The only thing that makes it worthwhile is about a quarter of the FMVs in that game, but again, I digress. There really isn't much to say about this one. Like I said, this one's literally just looking for the treasure chests, see if we can get all of them. The game does not have that extraordinary of a difficulty. There are some aspects of it that are annoying or that can be complicated. Like I said, there's that one mission in Lazy Saddles, which is an amazing rip-off of Blazing Saddles.
Good find, matey. He gets a key for your effort.
2 more treasure chests. For the life of me, I don't remember where they are. Oh my god, the freaking crab is back. Go away, crab. Go away, crab. Go away, Mr. Friend. You are not my friend. And one thing you'll notice, if you've ever played a Rugrats game before on PlayStation or what have you, specifically the PlayStation, you'll notice that these models for the characters, Angelica and all the all the babies themselves, are taken from the
final treasure chest.
PlayStation game of The Search for Reptar, which I could not find a copy of. I had actually wanted to play that first, but I figured I grew up with this game. It was one of the first PlayStation games I ever had. Actually, one of the first games that I could safely call my own. I didn't have to really share it with anybody, even though I did because I was such a nice person. But yeah, all the models are based off of the Search for Reptar, which I don't know. It depends on your perspective. I'm more of a Mario Party type fan, so as you guys obviously know, so I prefer this game over Search for Reptar. I do remember playing Search for Reptar. I don't remember ever owning Search for Reptar. In fact, I'm 100% sure I never owned it. I can't get up that... Oh, yeah, I definitely can't get up that way. Alright, there's gotta be a... There you go, perfect. There are a couple of things to know about me in this game. It is, like I said, it's one of the first games I personally owned along with Pokemon.
Cut! Take
Okay.
Oh, I lost count a long time ago.
I love that, too, the fact that every time you fall, instead of you actually dying, because you don't lose lives in this game. Instead, you just fall and it's cut, and all that. Let's see if I can make it. Oh, nice. And then... Nope, that's the wrong way. Nope, that's the wrong way as well. Angelica, I need you to cooperate, sweetie. No, that's literally the same way I just went. I want to get there. There we go. And I guess that's the closest I'm going to get. Probably is. There we go. And I missed it. Oh, no, cool, I got it. The controls in this game are very sensitive, too. You got to be very careful. This isn't like a regular, like, Mario Party game where you can do one little thing and it'll be okay. No, this is crazy sometimes. What the hell happened to the music?